Hello, everybody. Hello, thank you for being here. Welcome to Wild for Wednesday. This is our summer series for kids where we have fun performers for you. I am so glad that there are so many of you here. And there is one particular reason I am so glad there are so many of you here. And it is because it is hot outside. Oh my goodness, it's like 103 degrees outside. So I'm so glad that you are in our beautiful event center and you are here to watch. Does anybody know what you're watching? The Little Mermaid. So our guests today are Bright Star Theater. Bright Star is a traveling theater out of Asheville, North Carolina. So our performers stay on the road all summer, and we're so fortunate to have them in Arkansas. Will you give a warm round of applause to Bright Star Theater?
A tale of daring and adventure.
From one of the greatest authors of all time.
Hans Christian Andersen, master of the fairy tale.
Lenny, we can't move forward with our story just yet.
But Mabel, I was just about to tell them the title of our show.
Oh, no. You mustn't. We positively, absolutely, confidently cannot move forward without a proper introduction.
Mabel, it's bad form to just come out here and introduce yourself. That's usually the responsibility of a master of ceremonies.
Oh, yes, I am aware. We've had our share of amazing MCs introduce us. Remember when Tom Cruise introduced us at the Oscars?
How could I forget? Or Lin-Manuel Miranda at the Tonys?
Oh, yes, or MC Hammer at the Grammys.
That truly was too legitimate to quit him.
But we don't have any celebrities available to introduce us today. What will we do?
Mabel, no celebrities? Come on, I see a whole room of celebrities right here. You there, could you stand up? Yes. Okay, that works too. If you don't want to stand up, you can stand up. What's your name?
Duke.
Duke, yes. And how many of you know Duke here? By a show of hands.
Whoa.
See that, Mabel? He's a local celebrity. I saw at least 10 hands go up.
Well, then, if we have a celebrity, then I think we have someone to introduce us. Can you scoot a little bit this way? Yes, now a little bit this way. Perfect, right there. Now then, you will be our local celebrity, and you will introduce our show.
Yes, and what a fabulous show it is. It's full of daring and adventure.
Now, all you have to remember is that I'm Mabel.
And I'm Lenny.
And obviously we are the greatest actors in the world. So just repeat after me, okay? Repeat after me. Introducing the greatest actors in the world, Mabel and Lenny.
Or you could say Lenny and Mabel.
Or you can keep it Mabel and Lenny. You get to decide that part. Mabel and Lenny or Lenny and Mabel.
Yes! I never get to go first. Yes, amazing. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Duke. All right, then. Now that we've been properly introduced, it's time to introduce our show.
Oh, yes. A tale that comes from the deepest depths of the ocean. One of the finest examples of fairy tale writing of all time. A tale full of daring and adventure.
And some of my personal favorite songs. Oh.
No, Mabel, no, not that show. No, not that story.
But, Lenny, I thought we were doing The Little Mermaid. Oh.
Yes, Mabel, just not the version that you're singing. You see, friends, you might be expecting us to perform a certain musical theatrical entertainment made most famous by a very large and a very litigious mouse.
Of course, that's what they were expecting. Under the sea.
Mabel! While that version is very popular, it's not the original version of the story.
It's not?
No. The original version was written by one of the true masters of children's stories, Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. And his story is much older, much richer, and much less protected by copyright laws than that more recent musical version. You know, and besides, I think the original's actually even better than the musical.
Better?
Yes.
How could anything be better than I want to be where the people are?
Mabel, how about we just try this, okay? Let's tell our friends the story, and they can decide for themselves, huh?
Well, that's a great idea. Cheerio.
Whew. All right. So, as I mentioned, this story is a little different than the movie version you might be familiar with. So does anyone remember the author that I said? Just say it with me if you do. Hans Christian Andersen. Great. Now let's all say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hans Christian Andersen. Wonderful. Now, Hans Christian Andersen grew up a long time ago, way out across the ocean in a country called Denmark. Now, Hans Christian Andersen grew up very poor in a small town in Denmark, and when he was just 14 years old, he moved to the big city of Copenhagen to seek his fortunes as an actor. But as he worked as an actor, his teachers at the Royal Danish Theatre noticed that he had a talent for storytelling, and they advised him to begin writing. And we are so lucky that he took their advice, because he would go on to write some of the world's most beloved children's stories, such as The Emperor's New Clothes, The Ugly Duckling, and Thumbelina. Yes, yes, you there? Have you heard of Thumbelina? Yes, yes, I love that story. Well, he would go on to write more than 120 other stories as well, including today's story, The Little Mermaid. Now then, Mabel, are you ready?
Yes, Lenny!
Excellent. Well, then here is where our story begins. Far out in the ocean, where the water is as blue as the prettiest cornflower and as clear as crystal, it is very, very deep. So deep indeed, no cable could fathom it. Many church steeples, piled one upon another, would not be able to reach from the ground beneath all the way to the surface of the water above. And there dwell the Sea King and his subjects. There dwell the Sea King and his subjects.
Lenny, I wasn't getting dressed as the Sea King.
What were you doing back there?
I was getting dressed as the Little Mermaid. Duh!
1 second, everyone. Who's going to play the Sea King?
Oh, well, I suppose it's going to have to be you.
All right. Let's go on. Here we go. All right, theatre, it's always changing, yes. And... You know, I've always wanted to grow a beard. Why not? Here we go. Put this on, and yes, yes, you can't be a king without a crown, of course, yes.
There goes the Sea King and his subjects!
Right, yes.
Well, well, good day, good day. What a lovely day it is to be here in the land of the Sea King. If only my dear wife were here to enjoy it with me. But, alas, I am a widower. My dear wife is gone, and I must care for my daughters.
Hello, Papa.
Ah, hello, my lovely youngest daughter.
Oh, Papa, how silly. You can call me by my name.
I can.
Yes, everyone knows that my name is Aries.
Actually, you see, here's the thing. In Hans Christian Andersen's story, he never gives the Little Mermaid a name. She's always just known as the youngest sister.
The youngest sister?
Yes, exactly. Now, where are your 5 sisters, my dear youngest daughter?
5 sisters? But in the movie there were 6. Atina, Alana, Adela, Aquata, Arista, Andrina, and me, Aries.
But we're not doing the movie version, are we?
Oh, no, I suppose not.
Right. So where are your 5 sisters?
Oh, well, they're not here.
Right. Well, let me see if I can find them then. Better yet, let me see if your sweet grandmother knows where they are. I bet she'll be able to find them.
Oh, that's right. I think I'm going to need some help, friends. Do you think 5 of you could politely volunteer to be my 5 sisters? Yes, thank you. You see, the rest of our traveling troupe, they left us in Peoria. They love it so much there, we could not convince them to leave, so I am in a bit of a bind. It can be anyone. You do not have to be a girl to be a sister or a young person. Anyone at all will do. Just politely raise your hand.
Bring daughters! Bring daughters!
Okay, we better be quick. All right, starting, yes, you in the red shirt, go ahead and stand up right where you are for me. Actually, go ahead and scoot a little bit forward. Yes, perfect, stand right there for me. And let's see, who else is waiting very quietly? How about you in the black t-shirt right on the aisle? Yes, will you stand up where you are? Oh, I said my friend in the black t-shirt, yes. Go ahead and stand up. Can you move on to the stairs for me? Thank you. All right, and I've got 1, 2, you in the pink tank top, you've been waiting very patiently. Go ahead and just stand up right where you are for me. Thank you. Let me see, who else do we have? How about you right here in the purple t-shirt? Go ahead and stand up and if you move on to the stairs for me. Yes, you right there. Very good, and I need one more friend who's been waiting very quietly. Let's see. How about You right in the middle in the navy blue beetle shirt. Yes, go ahead and stand up right where you are. Thank you so much, friends. I would love to know each of my sisters' names. Starting right over here, what's your name? Landon, hello. Thank you so much. And how about you in the beetle shirt? What's your name? Could you say it a little loud for me? Leona? Fiona. What a beautiful name. And what is your name in the black t-shirt? Hello, Mariah. Thank you so much. And who else? You right here in the pink. Bella. Hello, Bella. And my last sister right here in the purple. What's your name? Could you say it a little louder? Arden? Hello. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of my friends for volunteering. Can we all say thank you, friends, on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, friends. Very good. All right. So now the grandmother will come out very soon, and then...
Oh, there you are, my dears.
Hello, grandmother. Can my sister say hello, grandmother? Hello, grandmother. Good job.
Yes, I see you found all of your, sisters. Yes.
Yes, we are all so excited to see you, right? Good job.
My dears, it's so lovely to see you all here in our gardens at the bottom of the ocean. Why, I see you've all planted your gardens. Yes, yes. Oh, over here we have a flower bed that looks just like a whale. How clever. And here we have one that looks just like a mermaid. Well, and here you are, the youngest of all her sisters. What have you planted?
Well, grandmother, I've planted my little red flowers into the shape of the sun because I so long to see the world above the surface. Please tell me more about it. Out of the sea, wish I could be part of
Michael!
Oh, sorry.
Well, my dear youngest granddaughter, you know that just as your sisters before you, when you turn 15 years of age tomorrow, you too will be allowed to venture to the surface and see what is above.
Oh, yes. And I've heard such wonderful tales about what happens up there.
Well, of course. Your older sister back there has such a wondrous tale of when she went to the surface. You know, where the fish have wings and swim through the air.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when you went to the surface, don't you? Yes? Then you tell us all what happened.
Oh, I remember what she said.
Oh.
You spoke about how lovely it was to sit on a sandbank in the moonlight and look out on the town across the harbor and see all the people scurrying about on their, what did you call them? Legs.
Yes, yes. And your second sister here, she also reached the surface a few years ago.
Oh, yes. You said that you broke the surface just as the sun was setting, and it turned the entire sky gold, and you chased after the sun until it disappeared below the waves.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And your third sister behind her, you remember when you went to the surface, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
She had the most amazing adventure of all. She swam up to the mouth of a river where a troop of little children were swimming in the summer sun. When you saw them, you wanted to play with them, but they grew afraid and ran away.
Yes, and your fourth sister over here.
Oh, yes. You were a little more timid than our older sisters, so you only went to the surface in the middle of the sea. But you said at the surface all the dolphins were playing, and the whales were spouting water into the air all around, and that the ships were so far away they looked like little gulls.
Yes. Yes, and finally your fifth sister who...
Right here in the pink.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, my sight isn't what it used to be. Your fifth sister, right here. She just reached the surface last year. But she has a wondrous tale of when she... You went to the surface, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, last year. You told me about this. Hold on. All right, help me out here.
Well, her birthday is in the middle of winter. So when she went to the surface, she saw great blue and green icebergs all around, and all the ships were sailing away as though they were terribly afraid.
Well, my youngest, I see you certainly have been listening to these tales.
Oh, I want nothing more in the whole world than to see the surface.
Well, your sisters have all seen life beyond the surface, and yet they've returned here, under the ocean, where what we see is familiar. And now, just to prove how much they like returning to where they came from, they'll take their seats now. Yes. Let's give our mermaid sisters a big round of applause.
Oh, yes, grandmother. Our home is wonderful, but I can hardly imagine what happens up there, even though I've heard all of these wonderful, wonderful tales. And I'm so excited to see it for myself tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow is your 15th birthday. And my dear, I know you'll be enthralled. It's so exciting to see life above the surface, but I hope that you remember that you belong here with your family. And so here, take this. to serve as a reminder that while you are taking in the sights and sounds above, you don't forget the world of whence you came deep, deep down.
Oh, are you stuck? I can hardly believe it. Soon the clock will strike, and I will turn 15, and I will be able to venture up above the surface and see what lies above, and see all of those fish that can swim right through the air. Have you all seen these fish? Yes? Oh, I've heard my sisters talking about them. They have feathers, and they have wings, and they can swim with absolutely no water at all. Airfish. That's what they're called, right? Airfish? No? Wait, what do you call them? Birds? What a peculiar word. Bird. Huh, how strange.
Oh dear, you know what that means. Happy birthday!
Oh, I am now an adult mermaid, and I can swim to the surface and see what lies above. How magical. Okay, here I go. Higher, and higher, and oh, I've made it. Oh, and look in the distance, a ship.
And off we go sailing out into the sea. Oh ho, sailing along.
And look at those sailors.
The sailor's life is the best life for me. Oh ho, sailing along.
That's right, gents. Let's keep her sailing straight. What a day, what a day.
Oh my, and look at him. Isn't he something to behold?
Finally, on this, the day of my birth.
Did you hear him say it's his birthday? It's my birthday too. What a coincidence.
And turning 16, no less.
Okay, so he's a little older than me.
And what an amazing party my father, the king, is throwing for me, with singing and dancing aboard this, the largest vessel in his fleet of ships.
Okay, so he just said that his father is the king. My father is a king. We have so much in common.
And now the day has turned to night. No more fireworks to shoot, no more music to play or songs to be sung. Just the gentle rocking of the sea and the moonlight in my eyes.
And what lovely eyes they are. Oh, if only he would look at me.
No, nothing could spoil this day. It's too magical. In fact, I think I might even... What was that? Is that a raindrop? Huh. Are those clouds I see on the horizon?
All right, friends, this is the part of the story where a huge storm starts out at sea, but I'm going to need everyone's help to make the storm. Okay, every storm starts small with just a few drops, so can everyone start by snapping your fingers like this for me? Very good, keep going.
Uh-oh, it's really starting to rain.
All right, now as the storm gets bigger, the noise gets louder, it rains harder. Can everyone pat your legs like this for me? Very good, thank you.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. Now the wind is coming.
All right, now for the wind, everyone say. Good, now a little louder.
Whoa, no, the waves are getting higher and higher and higher. I think the ship might tip over. Whoa, look at that lightning all around.
All
I
right,
hope it doesn't hit the
now,
ship.
We are all going to make one huge thunderclap on the count of 3. Everyone clap on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The lightning hit the main mast of the ship and split it in two. And there's a massive hole in the starboard side. Abandon ship! Abandon ship! Everybody! Out!
Thank you so much, friends. That was a terrifying storm. Great job, everyone. Oh, no. A piece of the sail has fallen, and it hit the prince in the head. And now the ship has thrown him. The prince has been thrown overboard. I know from the many shipwrecks on the bottom of the sea that humans can't survive in water like mermaids. I have to go to him. Oh, wake up, wake up. Oh, please, please wake up. Oh, it's no use, he's out cold. What do I do, what do I do? You know, I think I'm going to have to try to swim and carry him all the way to shore. Here we go. You know, you could
supposed to be out cold?
Acting, Lenny. It's called acting. It's an illusion. Now help me get you to safety.
Very well. Nothing to see here, folks. I'm actually not standing up. I'm still knocked out, okay? I'm absolutely not walking, but being carried through the sea by this very strong and courageous mermaid. How's that, Mabel?
There! Enjoy the beach! All night I spent floating with the prince, holding his head above water so he would not drown. And yet he still remained unconscious. This morning I brought him to the beach and laid him out and watched as the life flowed back into his cheeks. Oh, how I wish he would have opened his eyes and seen me, the one who saved him. But alas, soon the church bells chimed and all of the people of the village began milling about. It is very, very dangerous for a mermaid to be seen among humans, so I had to leave. But I watched from the waves as a young maiden found him there, and soon she brought others to him, and he was revived. And he smiled at all of them, but to me, he sent no smile.
Oh, hello, my dear. Hello. Tell me about your adventures on the surface.
No, grandmother, I absolutely do not want to talk about it.
My dear, you've always been a quiet and thoughtful child, but it's clear that whatever happened has had quite an effect on you. Now, tell me, what is on your mind and in your heart?
Well, grandmother, yesterday when I went to the surface, I saw a young man also celebrating his birthday, his 16th.
Oh, just a year older than you.
That's what I said. And there was this amazing party aboard a ship, and as fortune would have it, this young man was the son of a king.
Just like you. They have so much in common.
I know, that's exactly what I said. But then this terrible storm came and it dashed the ship to bits, and the poor prince was thrown overboard.
Oh, no! Did he drown?
No, grandmother, I saved him. And I brought him to the beach, where he was found the following day by a young maiden. But now he will never know who truly rescued him, and I'm afraid I will never see him again.
Ah, do not fret, my poor child. I know the kingdom of which you speak. Follow me.
What? You know where he lives? Slow down, grandmother, I'm following you.
Look! There's the castle off in the distance. From here in the waves, you can see the humans coming and going and watch all that they do.
Oh, humans can do such amazing things. They get to fly on the tops of the waves of the sea. They get to climb up into the hills to where the earth touches the clouds in the sky. You know, it seems that their life on land is so much better than our life in the sea.
I'm not sure about that, dear.
Humans are such amazing creatures. Tell me, grandmother, if a human does not drown, does he live forever, or do they die as we do here in the sea?
Oh, my dear, they do die, and their lives are even shorter than our own.
Oh.
You see, our kind can live to be 300 years old, or even more. But when we die, we just cease to exist and become the foam on the surface of the water. Human beings, however, have a soul that lives forever, long past when their bodies have turned to dust. And this soul rises through the clear air and beyond the glittering stars.
Oh, grandmother, that sounds incredible. I want an immortal soul. Why, I would gladly give all my hundreds of years to live as a human for one day with the hope of knowing that I could live in the land beyond the stars.
No, you must not think of that. For we ourselves are much better off than human beings.
So I am to die and become the foam of the sea, never again to see the pretty flowers or the red sun or hear the music of the waves? Is there not anything I can do to win an immortal soul?
No.
Oh.
Well, unless,
Unless what?
well, unless a man were to love you so much that you were more to him than his father and mother, and if all his thoughts of love were to be fixed upon you and you were to become married and become his one, well, then technically speaking,
Huh?
your soul would become entwined with his soul. And then your soul would become immortal. But look, that's never gonna happen because, you see, humans have these two trunks that stick out of the bottom of their bodies and...
Legs?
Sure, legs, whatever. And they very much prefer that to our sea creatures' tails. I'm afraid no human would think of you as a bride.
Oh.
But let us be happy. Let us start and spring around under the water for the 300 years or so we have. After all, it really is long enough, all right? Be content, okay? Come back to Granny's house. I made your favorite. Clam chowder.
You know, I'm afraid that my grandmother will never understand me. I feel like I've been forever changed by what I experienced of the land beyond, above the surface. Sometimes it's so hard to be who you are when you know that inside you are more. You think you might just be a shining star, then you fall like a dumb meteor. Sometimes it's hard to be left alone, though all you want is to hide. Just to be free in the air is all you'd care for, but you're still stuck inside. If you were to look, well, you just might find the something that you're searching for. You think that the puzzle will never be solved till you find one piece left on the floor. Till there's just one piece more. I want to see you smile. I want to hear the sound as you laugh and wonder at the joy you've found. And when you finally see how it was meant to be, you'll know from the start the only missing part was me.
Thank you, thank you.
I know what you want.
Where did you come from?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You came all the way to me.
I did?
Yes. At some point during the pining of the last verse, you crossed through the snake pits and the coral graveyard and came to my doorstep.
It's the sea witch.
That's right.
So, you think you know what I want, huh?
Yes, I do. It is very silly of you, but you shall have your way, and it will bring you to sorrow, my pretty princess. You want to get rid of your fish's tail and to have two trunks instead, like human beings on Earth. Yeah, so that the young prince may fall in love with you and you may have an immortal soul.
Wow, she's pretty good at this, huh?
Well, you're in luck. I will make a potion for you. You must swim to land by sunrise tomorrow and drink this draught. If you do, your tail will shrivel up and become what humankind calls legs, and you will feel great pain.
Oh.
It will be as though a sword is passing through you, but all that look at you will think that you are the prettiest human being they have ever seen.
Aw.
You will have the same floating gracefulness you possess now. So great no dancer ever treads so lightly. But with every step you take, it will feel as though you are stepping on sharp knives.
Oh.
If you will bear all this, I will help you.
Yes, I will do it.
But think again, for once you do this, you will no longer be a mermaid, never to return to the water to your father or to see your sisters. And the moment the prince marries another, if you don't successfully win his whole heart, your heart will break, and you will become the foam on the crest of the waves.
Yes, I will do it.
But I must be paid too.
Oh.
And it is not a trifle I ask. You have the sweetest voice, but I need it for the potion. And so I must cut out your tongue.
Whoa, Lenny!
What?
There are children present. That is too violent. Not to mention, it's gross. Thank you, thank you.
It's what's in the story. Hans Christian Andersen thought the children could handle it, and I just think that... Okay, all right, fine. You know, have it your way. Fine.
Thank you.
I will take your voice, not your tongue. And you will never be able to speak again.
Oh, but if you take away my voice, what is left of me?
You are very beautiful and witty. You can say much with your expressive eyes. Surely you can get a simple prince to fall in love with you.
Oh, I don't know. Friends, I need some advice. Who can raise their hand and please tell me what you think I should do? How about you in the gray t-shirt? I saw your hand first. Yes, what do you think I should do? You think I should do it? Oh, maybe hold? Let's put our listening ears on. Hold on. I think I need a few more pieces of advice. How about you sitting very quietly over here? What do you think I should do? You think I should listen to the witch? Maybe. It is my dream to go live on land. I need a few more pieces of advice. How about... you over here in the red t-shirt. Yes, what do you think I should do? You don't think I should do it? It does seem very scary to leave my family. I think I need one more piece of advice. How about you right here in the neon green? What do you think I should do? Yes. This is quite the idea. Although it does sound like it would take some time. Friends, thank you all so much for your advice. I appreciate all of you. But being a human and living on land, it's my dream, and I think I have to do it. Okay, yes, it shall be. I will do it.
Very well. You know what they say, cleanliness is very important.
Huh?
All right. Now for a drop of mine. Ah. And for a bit of yours. Right, and give it a good stir, and here you are, my dear. It's too bad, really. I actually kind of liked you.
You can hear my thoughts, friends. You can hear me, right? Woo! Okay, I have to find the shore. Can everyone please point which way shore is? Is it that way or this way? Sorry, I can't see over the lights. This way? No? Oh, this way. Thank you so much, friends. Oh, look. It's my father's palace. Oh, friends. I can see my father's palace. All the lights are off and everyone is asleep. I want to go and see them one last time, but I can't. I have to make it to shore by sunrise to take this potion. Oh, it is so dark and scary down here at night. Okay, but look. Okay, the ocean's getting shallower and here I am on the beach. Oh, and now I'm feeling very tired.
Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, beach. Well, hello there to all of you, my little sea friends. There's so many of you out there in the ocean today. I see some starfish and some dolphins and, I see a little flounder and a crab. You know, I bet we all might pretend to be some sort of sea animal just from where we're sitting. Can we all very quietly pretend to be some sort of sea animal? Yes. Yes. You there, in the purple, what kind of sea animal are you? Nice and loud. A crab, yes. We love crabs. They're always walking sideways and doing this little number. You wouldn't pinch me, would you? Crabs are known for pinching. Would you pinch me? No. Okay, I like you. We like this crab over here. Let's take a few more, Yes. My friend doing the wacky arms over here. What kind of sea animal are you? Little louder. An octopus. Wow. Yes, they have the 8 arms. They're just all around their bodies, and they propel themselves through the water by just kind of... Fantastic. I haven't heard that one too often. Yes, let's take a couple more. My friend in the front sitting nice and quiet. What kind of sea animal are you? A shark. Wow. Fearsome creatures. They have all of those teeth, and they go around munching anything they see. You wouldn't bite me, right? All right. All right, I'm gonna take your word for it. You wouldn't bite me. Okay. All right, let's take 2 more. You there in the back, sitting like this, be nice and loud. What kind of sea animal are you? A starfish. Yes, I've heard of them. They live under rocks next to squids and sponges, don't they? Yes. Wow, fantastic. Yes, let's take one more. Oh, there's a lot of hands going up. You know, I'm not so good at making choices. I am a prince, in fact, so I'll close my eyes and point. How about that? Okay. You! You! Yes, you in the front row. A seahorse. Wow. Well, the seahorses just kind of go with the flow, don't they? They have those little fins up here, but they just kind of float around. What do you do for fun, I must ask? If you're just floating around, do you hold on to anything with that tail of yours? Yes. Oh, okay, well, you know, just go with the flow. It's a wonderful way to live. All right, well, that's fantastic. You know, being a prince is pretty fantastic. I have pretty much anything I could ever want in the world because someday I will be king. And, you know, I do really want to be a good king and take care of my people, but I feel like I'm missing something very important. I need something or someone to take care of the realm and be at my side. You know, a princess, fit to be the future queen, but unfortunately, I just haven't found the right person yet, and... Ah! What's this? A person lying on the beach. Huh. Well, aren't you a sight to behold and just washed up on the beach? Wow. You're going to need to see a doctor. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Somehow you seem familiar to me. But never mind that. I'll be right back.
Oh, friends, it's just like the witch said. Every step I take, it feels like I'm stepping on knives. Oh, but my, these legs are marvelous. And the witch was right. I'm as graceful as any dancer. Ow! Oh, okay. That's gonna take some getting used to. Oh, look. Here comes the prince with his entire medical team. Well, I better get to work making him truly love me with all his heart. Here I go. Ow!
Wow, these past 3 months have been such a whirlwind of adventure. That little maiden I found on the beach has turned out to be quite entertaining. Did you all know she could dance? Yes, she's incredible. Well, she goes with me pretty much everywhere, you know, riding, playing games, taking prince classes. I can see this one understands prince classes. Well, it's all the usual stuff, you know, but it's the strangest thing. The poor thing just can't speak. And I wish there was some way I could make her open up out of her shell and... Oh, hello, dear friend. There she is now. So nice to see you this morning. I so enjoy a walk along the beach in the morning, don't you? Especially with all these sea creatures to befriend. If only there was a way we could talk to each and every one of them and maybe... Oh, who's that? Oh, it's my father, the king. Pardon me for a moment. I'll go see what he wants.
Oh, friends. Every day that I live with the prince, I love him even more. He is so kind and intelligent. But alas, because I cannot speak, he's not yet thought to make me his bride. And even worse, every night my sisters come arm in arm to the edge of the beach, and they sing the most beautiful music, begging me to return. But alas, again, I can never go back home. Oh, if only he knew how I truly felt. Oh, here he comes.
Well, well, my friend, it is quite a day indeed. Father says he thinks it's time for me to get married. Isn't that exciting news? And he says I may choose whomever I want. Any princess in all the realm. You know,
When I was shipwrecked on my 16th birthday, I was pulled ashore by the most beautiful creature. And if only I could find one like the one that rescued me these many moons ago. But never mind that. I'm sure I'll find the perfect match. I mean, look at me. I'm a prince. What a day. Huzzah!
Oh, my heart is just breaking. Does he not love me best of all his subjects? Can he not see that I am the one that will make him truly happy? And yet, if he does not see, maybe another will bring him joy? I do want him to be happy. I want to see you smile. I want to hear the sound as you laugh and wonder at the joy you found. And if you never see that my love is true, know that in my heart, the only missing part was you.
Well, here we are on a ship at my wedding party. Little maiden, I want you to know that you've been a most amazing friend to me through all this. You know, when I get married tomorrow, my bride and I will become of one spirit. But she is not like that vision I had these many years ago. I had once hoped that she would return and I would marry her someday, but instead fortune has given me you. And you have driven her from my mind with your grace and friendship. I assure you, maiden, you will be my friend for as long as we both shall live. And what's more, isn't it amazing that the princess that found me on the beach is the one that I will marry? She, too, was a perfect vision of beauty, and, well, not only do I owe her my life, but I love her very much. Well, I must go get ready. Tomorrow is the big day.
Could he make this any harder? He does not know it was me that saved his life. I mean, he thinks that the maiden who found him on the beach did, but friends, who brought him to the beach? Thank you. And to make it even worse, tomorrow when he is married, I will turn into the foam of the sea. Still, he is so happy with his new bride-to-be. She is very beautiful, and she will bring him much joy. In the end, maybe that's all I can hope for.
Granddaughter, it's me, your loving grandmother. Now, I know you barely recognize me because, well, I and your sisters had to give up our hair to the witch for this spell. Now, she has told us of her bargain with you, and I can save your life, okay? The sea witch has given us this magic knife, and you have only one last chance. Tonight, while the prince sleeps, you must slay him. If you do, your tail will return, and you can come live with us, your family, once again under the water. Now here, take it. I must go.
Oh, friends, this is such a terrible, terrible choice. I need some advice, please. Who can quietly raise their hand and tell me what you think I should do? Yes, you in the yellow. You think I should slay the prince? Oh, it is my only chance to go home, but... Oh, I don't know. I need some more advice. How about you in the sparkly top? What do you think I should do? Yes, you. Do you think I should do it or not do it? Not do it? Oh, I do love the prince so much. Oh, let's put our listening ears on. I think I need one more piece of advice. Let's choose someone from way back there. How about, yes, you in the black t-shirt. Do you think I should do it or not do it? Not do it? You think I should do it? Do not do it. Oh, friends, thank you so much for your advice. You know, I almost wish that I'd never seen the prince ever in my whole life.
Well, time to get some rest. Tomorrow is the big day, in fact, so I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, but friends, isn't he the most majestic creature in all the world? I just want to see you smile. If you could hear my voice, how you'd know the torture
wonderful night's sleep. I feel great, but where'd the sun go? Ah. Yes, of course, of course. What's this? That's weird. One of the cooks must have dropped a knife while they were preparing my breakfast in bed, of course. I should really return this to them. Here you go, cooks. Sorry. Ah, hello, my dear friend. What a day, what a day. Let us dance and revel and make merry. Huzzah! Hey!
Wherever you may go, know that my love is true.
We are gathered here today to join the hands of the prince and the princess. Do you, prince, take this princess to be your lawfully wedded wife? With all my heart. And do you, princess, take this prince to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Just know that in my heart, I wish I could say
I do. And in that moment, the little mermaid threw her body into the sea, and she thought she could feel her body dissolving into foam. The sun rose above the waves, and its warm rays fell upon the cold foam of the little mermaid, who did not feel as if she were dying. She saw the bright sun, and all around her floated hundreds of transparent, beautiful beings.
Oh, where am I?
Among the daughters of the air. We carry the perfume from the flowers to spread health and goodness. Once we have striven for 300 years to do all the good in our power, we receive an immortal soul so we can take part in the happiness of mankind. You, poor little mermaid, have tried with your whole heart to do good. You have suffered and endured and raised yourself to the spirit world by your good deeds. And now, by striving for 300 years in the same way, you will receive an immortal soul. And we make it there even sooner. For every day we see a child being good, our 300 years are shortened. But every time we see a child being naughty, we shed tears of sorrow. And for every tear, a day is added to our time of trial.
Well, isn't that something? I will float about in the air and strive to help others do good. So remember, friends, wherever you see the sun shining, smell the perfume of the flowers, or feel goodness in your heart, it might just be me whispering in your ear.
And that is the story of the Little Mermaid. What an amazing story. Yes.
Yes, and it was so different from the movie version. You know, these types of stories are called fairy tales, and they're meant to have a larger lesson. What do you think it means, Lenny?
Well, I think the lesson is that your voice is very important, and there's grave danger in giving up your voice.
Maybe so. Or maybe it means that life is painful sometimes, but we must try to be true to ourselves even so.
Huh. You know, I think you might be right. And what if our friends wanted to find more stories like The Little Mermaid?
Well, then they should ask their parents, their teachers, or their librarians to help them find a collection of stories by Hans Christian Andersen.
Where they will find more stories like the one we hope you all enjoyed today, The Little Mermaid.
Thank you so much, everybody. We like to save a few minutes for after every show. Thank you so much. For anyone who's interested, we like to save a few minutes for after every show for a bit of a question and answer in case y'all have any questions at all about theater, the story, or anything at all. So if any of you have any questions, we'll be answering them for just a few minutes. To start off with, my name is Skylar.
Hi, I'm Zach.
And we are two actors with Bright Star Touring Theater, a fantastic theater company that goes all the way around the entire world, all the way from Munich, Germany to Seattle, Washington. And today we are so excited to be here with all of you. So if anyone has any questions, please just politely raise your hand and we will be answering questions for a few minutes. You in the white tank top, I saw your hand first. What's your question? That's such a good question. We actually have a van that is full of all of our stuff, and we drive from place to place. We've been doing a lot of driving this summer. Oh, that is such a good question. Gas is very expensive right now, but luckily the company pays for all of that, so Zach and I do not pay for any of it. Very luckily. All right, we will take a few more questions. Zach, why don't you choose a question?
You in the neon. Yep.
In the neon, yes. Are we related to each other? No, we are not. We're just friends. Good question. All right, we'll take two more probably, because we probably want to head out. How about you in the red? What's your question? Be nice and loud. Oh, this is a job.
This is our job.
Yeah, we get paid to do this. But we've both done theater for free as well. Theater is amazing, and community theater is awesome. All right, we're going to take one last question. Zach, would you like to pick?
You in the blue. Just doing that. Nice and loud.